Hi there, and welcome to this week's edition of Top End Track Talk. I'm Andrew O'Toole, and today we'll be previewing Day 4 of the Great Northern Darwin Cup Carnival, which is Ladbrokes NT Derby Day, the 22nd of July. With almost half the carnival behind us, Derby Day is much anticipated, with Tub Thumper, the Darwin Guineas winner, seeking to pick up the $50,000 bonus for the Darwin Double for winning both three-year-old features. She will not have it all her own way, though, with numerous chances in the 2,050 metres of the Blue Riband on Saturday. A total of 69 horses have accepted for the meeting, with a full field in the Derby and all bar one of the 7 races featuring each-way betting. The first event, the Mindle Beach Casino Resort Handicap. It's a 0 to 66 event over 1,600 metres. Time to get underway at 1:33 p.m. and my numbers are 3, 1 and 6. Going here with number 3, Wicked Addiction from the stable of Kim Healy and Wayne Davis in the saddle. Drawn the one gate on this occasion. Raced pretty well here last year during the carnival, and it's only had the one start in Darwin this campaign. Finished 6th on that occasion behind Hettinger, who went such a good race the other day, when 4th in the Chief Minister's Cup behind Noiraroo, and I thought this was a winnable race for number 3, Wicked Addiction. Got it on top to beat number 1, To The Point. It was a good winner here last week over 1,300 metres. That was on day 2 of the carnival. Chloe Baxter trains, Paul Shires rides. Up to the mile, probably the only question marks. Had 2 goes at the trip and has failed to figure in the placings. But racing well and got it into run second. My third selection, number 6, Tiara Jewel from the stable of Gary Clark, Jared Todd aboard. 2 starts in Darwin, 2 5th placings. The last start 5th behind Aqualis here last Saturday in 0 to 62 grade was good. Going up in grade, maybe not the best for it, but I think Tiara Jewel is a chance to run in the money. So in the first, my numbers are 3, 1 and 6. The second, the Middies Racing Colours Handicap. It's over 1,300 as well. Well, not as well, the first was over a mile. This for the 0 to 62 gallopers. Numbers here are 4, 5 and 12. Captain George, number 4 from the stable of Gary Clark, Jared Todd aboard. 3rd last week here. I thought that was a good run. That was in 0 to 66 grade, so it's dropping in grade. Sat 3 wide in the run and battled away to be only beaten 0.7 of a length. That was behind To The Point, who was impressive and got all favours in the run. So I thought Captain George could bounce back to winning form. Backing up within a week, but Gary wouldn't be running the horse if he wasn't happy with it. So number 4 on top. Ahead of 5, the stablemate Global Wonder. Mark Pegas rides, and Global Wonder's had 2/3 in his last 2 starts. Can tend to be a bit slow out of the gates, Global Wonder. If he jumps away with them here, I can see him being very hard to beat. Number 5. While in for 3rd, we go over the page to number 12, Lady Toucan. From the stable of Heather Lehman, and Aaron Sweeney takes the mount here. A 4th and a 3rd at her last 2 runs, and they're behind Tub Thumper and Taekwondo. So that's pretty good form around Lady Toucan, and I think she can run into the money here. So in the second, my numbers are 4, 5 and 12. We go to the third. It's the Weight for Age, the smallest field of the day, the Sooks Darwin Weight for Age. It's over the 1,200 metres, a field of 5 to go around here, but no lacking in quality, that's for sure. My numbers are 5, 4 and 3. Looks a 2-horse race to me between number 5, Syncline, Gary Clark and Jared Todd, and number 4, the champ from the Red Centre in Sava2 XL, trained by Will Savage, and Paul Shires takes the mount. Sava2 XL hasn't had a run since the 20th of May in the Goodwood when he finished down the track, but of course we all know his quality. He's won over $1 million, and great to see him back here in the top end. He arrived up on Tuesday, so he'll be hard to beat for sure, but I think Syncline might have his measure. He's just rock hard fit, Syncline. He's had a couple of runs back. Of course, the Palmerston winner from last year. His 3rd placing the other day to Expert Witness was really, really good, carrying 61.5. He drops to 58.5 kilos here under the Weight for Age scale, and I think he's the horse to beat. So Syncline on top, number 5, to beat Sava2 XL, number 4, and number 3, Maserati in for 3rd. Stan Sakos aboard for Nicole Irwin. His last start 2nd in the Rowan Cup was an absolute ripper behind Noiraroo, just caught late. He drops in trip to the 1,200 metres, but I don't think that'll worry him. So I've got him right in the mix and is my 3rd selection. So in the Sooks Darwin Weight for Age, my numbers are 5, 4 and 3. The 4th, the Science City Handicap. It is a 0 to 58 over 1,100 metres, and my numbers here are 4, 2 and 6. Yarumba, an interesting runner from the Clark stable. He raced here as a 3-year-old and then in recent times has been in Queensland. He won a race at Rockhampton back on the 7th of March. He's been placed a couple of times as well just recently there. He's back in Darwin now. He was an immature 3-year-old and I know the team gave him a good long spell and he resumed over in Queensland, but back now in Darwin. Jared Todd aboard, and I think on his best form he could take some beating here. Number 4, Yurumba. To beat the obvious danger, number 2, Super Famous from the stable of Johnny Peacock. Adam Nichols aboard. Been racing consistently, this little fellow. He's by Super 1. Never really goes a bad race. Drawn 7, probably not just ideal, but I think he'll be there when the whips are cracking. Number 2, and in for third, number 6, Gold is Looming from the Dick Leach stable. Paul Shires aboard. His 5th the other day was behind Change Is Coming. You might say he was beaten 11.4 lengths, but Change Is Coming won by 10.5, so he wasn't far away from the second horse, and I think Gold is Looming is a hope in this. Numbers in the 4th are 4, 2 and 6. We go to the 5th, the 6T Car and Truck Rental Northern Territory Handicap. It's over the 1100 metres for the 0 to 70 gallopers. Good field this. A few chances in this one. I've settled on the numbers of 2, 4 and 1. Going with number 2, Vunavalu from the stable of Phil Cole. Phil had a great day here on Ladies' Day with a treble of wins, as did his apprentice Emma Lyons, who takes the mount here. She'll claim the 2 kilos M, so takes Vunavalu's weight down to 59 kgs. He's fresh up, hasn't raced since the 18th of March, but I did see him have a trial here just recently and he trialled really well. Goes good in a fresh state and he's drawn 2. I can see him leading on the fence and taking all sorts of running down. Number 2, Vunavalu. To beat number 4, New Roman, racing really well for KP, Kerry Petrick. Casey Hunter aboard, a win in 2 seconds at his last 3 starts rather, and those 2 seconds behind Wolfburn and Great Diviner. Well, those horses ran 1st and 2nd in the Bridge Toyota Cup on Ladies' Day, so that's pretty good form lines around New Roman. Got him in to run 2nd, and in for 3rd, number 1, Early Crow. Paul Shires rides for Dick Leach. He was 4th here the other day behind Great Diviner. Wasn't beaten far, only just a tick over 2 lengths. He drops back in trip, which I think is the key to him, the 1100 metres, and he's my 3rd selection. So in the 5th, my numbers are 2, 4 and 1. We go to the 6th, one of the features, the Sisler Buntine Handicap, over the 2,050 metres for the open grade horses. Of course, the winner of this, straight into the Darwin Cup. So ballot exempt from the Darwin Cup, an important lead up. Not the strongest field I've ever seen, but that said, one of them will be winning, and I think that horse will be number 4, Eureka's Victory. I've gone 4, 1 and 2 here. Eureka's Victory from the stable of Nicole Irwin. Young Dakota Gillette gets a chance to ride in a feature race. No claim, of course, for Dakota in this feature at $50,000. But Eureka's Victory, a last start winner here on day 1 of the carnival. That was over 1,600 metres. Steps up to the 2,050. Only started at this trip, or close to it, 2,000 metres. Won in Alice Springs. So I think the distance will suit. This horse is racing well. Win this and you're in the Darwin Cup. So number 4 on top. Head of 1, Grinzinger Star from the stable of Kylie McCurley. This horse up here in the care of Kim Healy. And Janish Luxemon takes them out. Good to see Janish with a win on Ladies' Day aboard Danaher. It was a good ride too from the young fella. And Grinzinger Star, just a 1 start here. That was behind Eureka's Victory on the 8th of July. Beaten 3 lengths. Wasn't a bad run. I think there's improvement in Grinzinger Star. Got it in for 2nd. And in for 3rd, number 2, Lakes Folly. Sheila Arnold and Mark Pegas, the combo. Because they won a race last weekend here with Qualis. And Lakes Folly wasn't the worst run behind Noirdaroo in the Chief Ministers. Finished 6th, beaten 8.3 lengths. And I think over the 2,050, Lakes Folly will come into his own. Numbers in the 6th, the Buntine, 4, 1 and 2. And we go over the page to the last, the feature. The $135,000 Ladbrokes NT Derby. It's the 2nd leg of the Darwin Double. Of course, Tub Thumper won the Guineas. She's looking to go back to back. In fact, she's looking for her 4th win in a row, Tub Thumper, to take out that $50,000 bonus. But my numbers in the Derby are 11, 1, 12 and 7. I'm going here with another filly, Anne Fina, number 11 from the stable of Kerry Petrick and Paul Denton in the saddle. That combination, of course, won the Derby 12 months ago with Venting. And Anne Fina had 2 starts in Darwin, 7th first up, then a good 3rd in the Guineas. The 2,050 will suit. She's proven over that trip, where some of these are not. And I just like the way she hit the line the other day behind Tub Thumper and Century Fox in the Guineas. She'll jump from barrier 11, and I'm sure she'll give you a great sight. Anne Fina, number 11. In for 2nd, number 1, Century Fox. Of course, he was only just nutted in the Guineas by Tub Thumper. The way he was travelling coming to the home turn, you would have thought he was just going to go on and win the race, but he couldn't get past the filly. He's drawn the outside gate, so that's not going to make his task any easier. Paul Shires for Dick Leach, and judged on his run in the Alice Springs Cup, where he finished 5th against the older horses over 2,000 metres. I think he'll run out the trip. And in for 3rd, we've got the Guineas winner Tub Thumper. My question over her is whether she'll run the trip. She's by Zoostar out of an I Am Invincible mare, so that remains to be seen. Wayne Davis, the senior rider, goes back on. Of course, Emma Lyons rode in the Guineas, trained by Phil Cole, of course. And my 4th selection is number 7, I Know What You're Doing, Kevin Lamprick and Yanis Luxem in the combo. So really, it's the first 4 that were home in the Guineas. I'm tipping to be the first 4 in the Derby, just in a different order. And the other one to include in your multiples, probably number 5, a bit of an unknown quantity, is Fortis in Armis from the stable of Chris Nash, Mark Pegas Rise. But in the Derby, 11, 1, 12 and 7. Best bet on a tricky cards in race 2, number 4, Captain George. I think he'll back up from last week, back in grade. He'll take plenty of beating here. Race 2, number 4, Captain George. While the best roughies in the Buntine, and this could be pretty rough too, race 6, number 8, Verimley. Race 6, number 8, Verimley. Form on paper's dreadful, but I saw the horse the other day, looks well, and its earlier form when racing in Victoria was pretty solid. So allow Verimley a chance at longer odds. Well, that wraps up this edition of Top End Track Talk. We'll be back again next week for day 5 of the carnival. Of course, that's Sky Racing Metric Mile Day. That will be the 29th of July. We're getting through the carnival steadily, halfway through after this week. And until next time, good luck and good punting.